today we are testing out my perfect 4-2-3-1. I've used some numerous saves over the last couple of weeks, as well as some rebuilds, as well as some simulations. We're going to test it out with Liverpool, Hilal over in Saudi Arabia, Lincoln City in League 1, so let's waste no more time, get straight into the results. So as you can see right off the bat with Liverpool, we have won a quadruple. We've won the Carabao Cup, beating Leicester 2-1 in that final. We then went to the FA Cup final and beaten Merseyside derby rivals and my team Everton 3-0 in that final. We then went on and won the Europa League, beating Brighton 3-0, and we have won the Premier League, finishing 1 point clear of Manchester City. But if we take a look at that table, we can see we won 30 games, drew 5, lost 3, the goal difference of 83. Top scorers, as you can see, Haaland blew everybody out of the water with 34, but Salah and Nunez each with 18. Player of the match, we've got Salah there in third place with 6. In terms of clean sheets, Alisson's up there with 19. That's half the games played with a clean sheet. And in terms of assists, we've got Mo Salah up there with 14 as well. If we take a look at the full table, you can see we scored 109 goals this season, only conceding the 26. So it is a goal scoring tactic and it is solid at the back, which is perfect and everything that you want to see in a tactic. Looking over at the data hub, we'll quickly see we have scored 2.87 goals per game from an expected 2.63, and we've conceded 0.68 from an expected 0.77. And that means when we look at the team performance, we can see we're expected to score 107.9 goals, we got 109, so pretty much bang on. Expected to get 87.6 points, we got 95. Expected first, we've indeed finished first. So we'll just look at some of the key players now in this tactic. We'll see Darwin Nunez has got 36 goals and 1 assist in all competitions. Mo Salah 22 goals, 20 assists, 42 all together goals and assists across the season from an expected 25.5, so he's kind of underperformed his expected goals, but he backed that up with 20 assists as well. And the other standout performer was Alexis Mac Allister. Alexis Mac Allister managed to score 18 goals and provide 18 assists for his teammates. Absolutely brilliant season for Liverpool. As we can see, quadruple won. What more can you ask for? Next, we'll jump over to Saudi Arabia. So as you can see with Al Hilal, so close to another quadruple in this tactic experiment, but we've won a treble nonetheless. Saudi Super Cup, we've unfortunately finished runner-up, unfortunately losing out to Al Nassr. In the Saudi Kings Cup, we managed to actually beat Al Nassr 3-2 in that final. And in the AFC Champions League, we have managed to beat Jeongbuk from South Korea 6-2 in aggregate, an absolutely phenomenal display there. And in the Saudi Pro League, we have finished top. We finished 4 points above Al Ettifaq and 4 points clear of Al Ittihad. So it was quite close because you also had Al Nassr and Al Shabab both in 73. In terms of the goals scored, you can see 24 for Mitrovic for us, 19 for Milinkovic-Savic. Average ratings, we've got 4 of the top players. In terms of clean sheets, Bunu with 13, joint second best. In terms of assists, Saud, I'll call him, with 14 and Neymar with 14. So overall, a very good season in Saudi Arabia. We scored 127 goals in the league, conceding just the 36. Which means if we look at the data hub, we will see we scored 3.74 goals per game from an expected 2.83, conceding just over 1 a game at 1.06, which was a bit worse than expected at 0.79. Doesn't matter, we've won a treble. If we look at the team performance, we're expected to get 106.5 goals. We scored 127, that's absolutely phenomenal. We pretty much figured out bang on the number of points. We were expected to get 0.8 above what we actually got. We were expected first, we finished first. In terms of the key players on this side, we'll see that Milinkovic-Savic here, midfielder, attack midfielder. I feel like everybody knows this guy from Football Manager, but never actually seen him play that much in real life. But he's got 30 goals and 8 assists for us this season. He's now valued between 128 and 139 million pounds. 29-year-old Serbian was an absolute baller in this tactic. As well as that, we can see Alexander Mitrovic has 34 goals and 3 assists from expected just over 27 and a half. So another Serbian, the Serbian duo here of Milinkovic-Savic and Mitrovic just banging in the goals for us. And then you can see we've also got Malcolm with 24 goals. Renan Lodi from left back with 19 goals, 15 assists. Ruben Neves from centre back with 17 goals, 10 assists. And then we have some of the Saudi boys with 15 and 6 and 12 and 1, with Neymar having a bit of a poor season with 9 goals and 16 assists. But there you go, we have won a treble. And if we actually take a look at the Saudi Pro League as well, if you look at the records, we have finished with the most points in Saudi Pro League history with 78. So that being said, we've won a treble with our second club. We'll go and look at Lincoln City and see how this does with a lower league side. So we've had a quadruple, we've had a treble, we now have a double with Lincoln City. We've won the Bristol Street Motors Trophy. We have beaten Colchester 5-3 in that final. We lost out in the Carabao Cup, second round to Sheffield United, lost in the quarterfinals of the FA Cup to Liverpool unfortunately, but we have won Sky Bet League 1 with 110 points. Take a look at that in more detail. We can see we won 35 games, drew 5, lost 6 with a goal difference of 84. In terms of players, we've got Joe Taylor, the joint third top scorer with 18. Average ratings, we've got TJ in fourth with Lasse Sonsen up there at top marks. Also player of the match, most clean sheets with 21, we've got Lucas Jensen. And in terms of assists, we have Lasse Sonsen with 24 as well. An absolutely baller season for him. If we take a look over at the data hub, we will see we've got 2.74 goals per game from expected 2.25, conceded 0.91 per game from expected 0.94, so done slightly better in terms of the goals conceded. Now if we go and take a look at the team performance, you can see we're expected to get 111 goals, we got 126, expected to get 97 points, we've got 110, expected first, we finished first again. If we actually take a look at the full league table, I should have checked this a second ago, but we have actually scored 126 goals across the season, conceding the 42, so again an absolutely brilliant season for us. Rico Hackett, 24 goals, 2 assists for him. Jack Moylan was the key man, as you can see, with 19 goals and 18 assists for the young Irishman, as well as baller performances from Ben House and Danny, as well as Lasse Sonsen, as we saw, the right back, 7 goals, 27 assists. He was absolutely phenomenal this season for us. But there we have it. We've won a quadruple, won a treble, won a double. We'll get straight into the tactic, because I know that's exactly why you're here. It's what you want to see. How did we achieve these results? And here we have it. We have the Flying Scotsman's perfect 4-2-3-1. We'll run through the team instructions and then we'll go through the player instructions. So we're playing with a positive mentality from the start. In possession, we are going narrow, we're passing into space, we're focusing down the left and right, we've got the shorter passing and the higher tempo. We're running at that defence while being more disciplined. Now in the transition, if we take a look, we are counter-pressing, we are countering, and we are distributing that ball quickly. And when we're out of possession, we have a high press, high line of engagement. The defensive line is much higher, we're triggering that press much more often, preventing the short goalkeeper distribution, we're getting stuck in, and we are stepping up more. So it's a very in-your-face tactic, and as you can see, it works. It scores goals, it keeps out goals. So we'll now go through the players individually. We've got a sweeper keeper on defend, just set to his normal standard instructions. We have 2 full-backs on support, both with stay wider, both with tackle harder. 2 ball playing defenders, again both with tackle harder, as you see in a lot of these tactics. Midfield 2, we've got defensive midfield and support, again no surprises, tackle harder. Then a Segundo Volante on support, again tackle harder, but he's get further forward on. On the right hand side of the attacking trio, we have inverted winger on support with sit narrower and tackle harder. The attacking midfielder on attack with roam from position and move into channels. He's just going to cause all sorts of mayhem, as you saw from Serge Milinkovic-Savic, just absolutely destroyed players and teams. Inside forward and support on the left, he's going to sit narrow, he's going to tackle harder, and then up front we have the advanced forward and attack. The only additional instruction is to shoot less often. We want him to wait until he's got those clear chances to score rather than shooting from absolutely anywhere. So there we have it. That is the perfect 4-2-3-1. Give it a go. There will be a couple of download links in the description. But if you can't download it for whatever reason, you can just pause it throughout and you can go through these things. So as always, like, share and subscribe, and I will see you next time.